Come on. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk, I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest, so I'm forgetful. Someone said it, tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, coach slide, I'm with it. Better see me now on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And some room to work. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 52. I love it. Quick. Wide. Get wide. 49. I love it. Check 49.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hold the look. 49's the mic.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Back. 3. 52. We got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
22 jet bomber. Go.
Mariota on 1st down. It comes, and he lost lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Where are they, team? One. Check. 3. Don't get nervous.
Check. Hot route. Hot. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike.
Stay with your man.
To throw Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49, guys. Mike.
One.
Watch the curve.
From the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
Mike, 49.
3.
No.
One.
Kill.
Check 9.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Watch the run.
Check. 3.
A first down carry for Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. On first down, Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
From the 27, Mariota completes it to Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Open man here is Foster. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullock good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
1, 1,
66. Bullet high. 41.
Mariota hands to Henry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
It's 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jerry Hughes. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Allen now looks to throw. Now he's flushed out left. He'll run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On second down, here's Henry.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Where are they, team? 58, come on. One. Echo. 3. Fresno. Motion. One. What's the
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. This is Henry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
6'3", 218. Chopper, chopper.
3, 3, 3.
You remember me?
1, 1, 1.
Let's go, baby. Check. Blue dog quarters. Blue dog quarters.
They'll run it again with Henry.
Go, 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 run.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd
3,
and
3, 3.
2.
Quiet, 64, weak. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 41's the mic, 41's the mic.
3, 3, 3.
41. Watch the pass.
1, 1.
Check 99. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift, shift, shift. Check.
1, 1.
Check, check, check.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
1, 1, 1. 1, 1. 1, 1.
Protein spill.
1, 1.
Delta. Mike, 49. Focus, defense, focus. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Get that quarterback, D-line. 1, 1, 1. D-line. 3, 3, 3. 1, 1, 1. You can play it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Henry. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Push him back.
Push him back.
On 2nd and 12. Allen. This will be caught by Brown. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, hold.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Bill.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go, 58's the mic.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground is Singletary. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
When the Titans selected Alabama linebacker Rashaan Evans at number 22, I thought it was a perfect fit. Gives him a chance to apprentice a little bit with Wesley Woodyard right there next to him and eventually take over running that defense. He can run, he can hit, he can cover. Everything you expect out of a first-round linebacker.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Allen. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
58, ready? Mike, 58, right there. I got you.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and
1.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3. One.
Slam.
3.
Alpha.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Switch.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Allen now, pretty remarkable, 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. They go with the screen to Gore. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 2nd down, Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A first down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check, check. 58, boys, 58, 58. Mike. One. Cut. Shoot. Watch the shit.
Mariota to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
One. Three.
Lucky. Watch twist. Wow.
To try again after the sack. Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Mariota. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
One.
Let's get in there. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
One.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, here I come.
One.
Here I come.
One.
Check 24.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So Allen's going to look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been and a big loss here as he's taken down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.